Yo, what's up YouTube? This is the get up. I think it's a cool get up. Got the new SNC Baller Series vest just come in. It's cold, so I wanted to wear it because it's new. It's got that fresh smell to it. So I went 90s on it. Hannah just said, what are you wearing? Well, off to get a flat white. Flat white with coconut milk is definitely my coffee of choice right now.
Yeah, boy.
So I'm gonna grab that. I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I kind of had like a mental block, you know, just focusing on myself, like growing and stuff, and focusing on my clients, competing and all that. But now I need to focus a little bit more on content, show you guys what I've been up to, what the plans are moving forward. Grab this coffee and we'll sit down, have some breakfast, and we'll have a chat. I need to show them the pumpkins. Pumpkins is probably the most important thing of the whole video. They're pretty solid. Hannah's one is meant to be Arnie, because it is Arnie, and mine, I free-handed that. I didn't really. I did copy it off of an image though, weren't traced, that's legit. If you've never carved the pumpkin, do so, it's good fun. My ducters are killing me. Right, so I want to sit down and have a chat with you guys about what's been going on, essentially. Well, just the new coach stuff, I'm not gonna go full life story. First of all, I'm going to show you quickly before we get into it, the new SNC, the new drop Baller Series. If you've been following SNC or you've been following me, you might have seen that there is a red and a black, it's like a black and purple Baller Series, so it's the vest and the shorts, but they've just released the new cream set. I think it's cream, or is it called stone or whatever it's called, and the shorts to match. The coolest thing about these new Baller Series, or the new Baller Series and the new two pieces, is that like when I first saw these jerseys, I thought they were like that kind of mesh material, you know? Weren't sure about it, but then when I actually got hold of the products, because we done a shoot in Madrid, then I actually felt the clothing. It's incredible. It's more like cloth, cotton fabric, and it's got a real stretch to it. So it's not like that polyester or nylon, whatever that stuff is, that like, it's just not very fun to wear when you're training. This stuff is really nice to wear when you're training. Wicked fit. The quality is just pretty much next level and everything. I got a little rubberized Arnie logo here. And then all the numbers, the lettering and everything like that, it's like really high quality stitching embroidery. Nice shorts here, decent zip pockets. If you want to get hold of that, you can go over to, I believe you just go to supplementknees.co.uk and you click on their clothing section. I think SNC itself, I think they're branching out and having their own website made soon. And you can use the code GoldenBoy10, to the best of my knowledge. Apparently, a little birdie told me that if you check out with Apple Pay when you're trying to buy some of these clothing or even supplements, that you can't actually use the code. So make sure you check out using, you know, like a normal credit or debit card. Then you can use GoldenBoy10 to get your $1 off. Go grab some sups while you're there. My back is actually, I'm actually just gonna chill because my back is actually killing me. Done a mad session yesterday with Sammy. Back is on the cards big time at the minute. Ben said, smooth transition. Ben said I need to grow my back. So Ben is the new coach. Ben Chow, most of you will know him from Hostile. He does the Bodybuilding and Bollocks podcast with Fuad, and I believe it's James Hollinshead that does that particular podcast right now. So for most of you who don't know, I've actually known Ben for, well, since 2016. 2016 is when I met Ben, so a long time ago now, maybe like 7 years back. Because basically the first year that I started competing in 2016, when Luke Sandow was my coach. Obviously everyone knows Luke, Ben were like best mates, you know, much like me and Sammy are. So I've known Ben for a long time. So that was one of the reasons why I went to Ben initially, just because I know him, I know his philosophy around, you know, training and bodybuilding quite well, because it's pretty much the same as Luke. It's pretty much, you know, very basic, simple, clean eating and hard training. But in terms of just for what I like to have with a coach, I like to be with someone who's kind of on the same page as me. And I've said it like a million times, I'm not really a sciencey type guy. So all the analytics and sciencey stuff, it's not really a bit of me. Even though Ben has a large amount of knowledge, a huge amount of knowledge, probably doesn't even let on to how much he knows. He doesn't, you know, relay that sort of stuff to me. He just speaks to me in layman's terms. He just tells me what I need to do, and I get it done. Right now, we are a good way into the off season, pretty much nearly the end. I've probably only got like another few weeks left Probably should have started doing YouTube back when I started. I'll put some pictures up here for you. I started at 220. I mean, talking in pounds now because Ben always wants pounds, so I don't even know kilos anymore. So I started off at 220 pounds at the start of the push. Bearing in mind my lowest stage weight, I think it was about 206 pounds. So started off about 14 pounds over that. And then we pushed from there. So I'm now up to, I have seen like 233 on the scale. I'm averaging kind of like 232 at the minute. But the weight I've gained is real solid weight. So like I'm 12 pound up throughout this push phase, and it's real solid weight, you know, it's not watery fluff. So I'm pretty happy about that. 9 times out of 10 when I start to diet, the weight that I have gained sticks pretty well. So I'm not fussed that, you know, I haven't. Realistically, I probably do need to be over 240, but we've got another push phase. This thing's falling over. We've got another push phase to come before we actually start prep. So I reckon if I can get my body weight up to like 240 in the similar sort of conditions to what I am now at 232, I'll be in a wicked position to start prep. So the shows we're looking to do next year is probably, I think he said Tampa is on the cards, which is Florida, Texas also, Chicago potentially, which I believe is actually before Florida. So it'll be potentially Chicago, Tampa, Texas. I haven't looked any further than that at the minute. So that's what I'm gonna do, man. And the goal is definitely to get Olympia qualification. I'm under no doubt that it's gonna be hard again because, you know, they're not the easiest shows. I wouldn't say they're the hardest shows either, but they're decent shows, you know. Next year is definitely gonna be a year to compete. I've spent, like, this year I only did 1 show, 2022 didn't compete, 2021 only did 1 show, 2020 done 2. So I've only done 4 pro shows in 4 years, essentially, which isn't enough. Next year is the year I definitely need to put my foot on the gas a little bit more and do a few more shows, you know, at least 4 really shows. But we'll see what happens, you know, everything depends like show by show. But no matter what, I would like to do at least 3 shows, even if by some magic I qualified for the Olympia in the first show. I don't know what Ben's thoughts are, but I would like to do at least 3 shows next year because I need to practice like what works well, how to bring the, you know, the best look to stage. But yeah, other than that, pretty much the last 2-3 months pretty much just been focusing on all of my clients that have been competing at Golden Boy. I say at Golden Boy coaching, it's just me and John Loftus. Just been focusing on all them guys who've been competing. It's pretty much slowed down now. I've got a few more guys to compete at the back end of this year, but there was a period where it was probably about 8 weekends in a row where I was pretty much going shows back-to-back weeks. I had plenty of guys do really, really well this year. You know what, I actually recorded some footage earlier when I was walking back from the coffee, so I'm just gonna play that. Talking to clients, we've actually had a mad year. So I think we've had, not the biggest team, definitely not the biggest team. We've had like 13 guys on stage this year across, obviously a few of the guys competed in like multiple shows. So I think it's been something around like 20 shows, maybe 20, 21, 22 shows now actually. But either way, we've had 16 placings, 13 of those have been first places. And then we've had a second and a third, a couple fourths as well in big categories. Sam Apong got like 4th amongst category of like 35 guys in India. He's actually competing again in November, in a few weeks. Brad's won a classic overall, it's crazy good. Sam Lowe won a British title, first year running, also won 3 other classes. Gary, Masters, British title. So I think we had like 4 overalls and 2 British titles. So I'm massively, massively happy with that, you know. We've had a good year for the amount of guys that have competed. We've had some real good placings. We had Sammy, my boy, as well, done really well this year. Brought his best ever package, and he actually made history, like literal history. He was the first ever amateur to do a guest pose in an NPC competition. And also, that's the history in itself, but he also competed in that show. So not only did he do a guest pose as an amateur in an NPC competition, he also competed in that competition. And then he went to Bulgaria and brought an incredible package, got first call-outs, which is the first time we've achieved that. So very, very happy for him. What you doing?
Cutting up kiwis.
Why are you cutting up kiwis?
None of basics.
Because it's in your plan. Arnie, shut up.
This place looks like a mess, so we've got the washing over there.
Because David says you have to eat kiwis.
What's wrong with kiwis?
Nothing, I love kiwis.
Oh.
What's your favourite fruit?
Mango. Mango is the winning fruit.
Mango's pretty good.
Yeah.
Arnie. Hey guys. I got a special delivery. This wasn't planned, by the way, to film on the day that sucked me into delivery. They sent me out. Oh, they look quite cool. They look pretty. They look kind of like Powerade. This is a sneak peek. So it's the new Electrolyte Plus drink. So essentially, what I think that this one's pineapple. I've got 2 pineapple and 2 cola. So they're like 500ml bottles. I think they are pretty much the...
Shake it first.
Why do I need to shake it?
Oh, just in case you need to shake it.
So I'm pretty sure from what I've been told that they are literally just the powdered form that they already sell pre-mixed. So...
Great from the go.
Oh, they're banging. No, they're not. They're not. That's not just the powdered pre-mix. It's much sweeter. You know what it reminds me of? The prime drinks, but a little bit less. Ugh.
Probably not shit like those.
Try it.
Yeah, there's way more sweetness in here.
That one's pineapple.
Oh, it's definitely different.
It's not
it's
just...
actually really nice.
You like it?
Hmm. Hmm.
So I wouldn't say you guys need to go out and start buying boxes of this stuff, you know, especially if you already have the electrolytes from SN. But what I think they're saying is it could be pretty handy if you have a few bottles stored in the fridge. You know, if you go out one morning and you're in a bit of a rush for time, you didn't have a chance to mix up your morning electrolyte drink, which I literally do honestly have every day. You could just grab one of these bottles from the fridge, or maybe if you're going backstage and you don't want to take any more stuff than you actually need to, maybe take a bottle of this stuff, or anything like that. So could definitely come in handy, and they definitely taste really good. They're definitely better. It's not just the powdered mixed. There's some other stuff in here to make it taste good. We all love a sweetener.